Welcome everybody to TSE episode number 8. This is the Pennsylvania sensation Greg Cherry. I'm not going to do a full-blown intro this week because I got a lot to rant about. First of all, I'm in a mood because of all the political stuff going on. Just because of the fact that it exists. I think politics are absolute garbage. So I'm just going to say that first and foremost. I think that the fact that nobody can work together and everybody's ignorant towards each other solely based on their political beliefs and whatever their moral code is absolute crap. I just think it is unnecessary, and I'm not defending any politician or any specific person. I'm just saying that Republicans need to chill on Democrats, Democrats need to chill on Republicans, liberals need to chill on conservatives, conservatives need to chill on liberals. Just get the freak along, okay? Just get along. Just stop all the hatred, stop all the garbage. I know, you guys troll in the comments sometimes, but, the fact that some people say the ignorant things they do about other people just based on the fact that they don't agree with their politics is complete crap. And I'm tired of it. That rant is going to tie in nicely with my rant on the fact that Monday Night Raw, this past week's, was completely... it seemed like they weren't even trying. And I just cut the highlights because I was watching something much better. I was watching the Penguins win Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. But based on what I saw, the clips of the This Is Your Life segment with Bailey, I don't know who wrote that or who thought that was a good idea to go along with, but it was a disaster. And now apparently WWE is trying to erase the fact that it even happened. If you have to erase the fact that something even happened on your show... which the last time they did that was with Chris Benoit. If they want to try to erase, the fact that it even existed, that says a lot for not only the quality of writing, but the quality of segments that are being produced. And from what I understand, they're just passing time to get till SummerSlam, which is, quite frankly, a cop-out. It is a complete cop-out to really job your fan base of compelling programming. SmackDown, even though it's been watered down a little bit, is still beating the living crap out of Raw. Now, Extreme Rules may be a great show. It may be a very enjoyable show. I'm not taking anything away from it. But based on my last week's episode of TSE where I ranked the pay-per-views, the Soul Brand Raw pay-per-views have been lower on the scale. And the SmackDown ones have been higher up. So, take that for what it's worth. But the Raw brand really needs to get their crap together. It's not... It's the mere fact that you can't be putting on a 3-hour show that is complete garbage and expect people to keep on watching it. It's oh, this is crap. Why are we watching 2-3-minute segments with very talented people and then spending 25 minutes on something that's we don't want to see this. Now the main eventers we do want to see. I'll say that. But why do we have to watch them face each other all the time? Why do we have to watch everybody in the Fatal 5-Way face off against each other all the time for the build-up? Why can't they face other people? Why can't Bray Wyatt face off against Big Cass or something? I know Cass and Enzo and whoever have their storyline based on what we know now. I know that Roman Reigns could face Apollo Crews or something, and just put them in solid matches against each other, and regardless of their spot on the totem pole, the anybody can win mentality. Why don't we go back to that? It's anybody can win at any time. It doesn't matter where their pecking order is. You could have Apollo Crews upset Roman Reigns due to interference to build their storyline. You don't have to book these guys against each other all the time. You don't have to have champions lose non-title matches to people to make them contenders. It's have a contenders match, have a fatal 4-way, have a battle royal, have a tournament, for crying out loud. Why do the champions always have to lose non-title? They always look like crap as a result. And it's oh, they win when it counts. It's they should win all the time because they're the freaking champions. But if Raw really is just waiting for Brock Lesnar to come back, then that is a joke. SmackDown is doing whatever they can to put on the best show. It legitimately seems like they are actually two companies competing against each other, and SmackDown is whipping the crap out of Raw. I don't know why Raw is so bad, because Raw has a stacked, and I mean stacked roster, but they are not utilized outside of, Reigns, Rollins, Samoa Joe, Balor, and maybe a couple other people. And maybe Alexa Bliss in the women's division, because Bayley has been booked absolutely terribly since she's come to the main roster. I mean, absolute. I don't think I've ever seen somebody who has, with so many accolades, booked so terribly. She's a very talented in-ring performer, but she is not strong on the mic, and they just make her booking is terrible. I've mentioned this several times, but Bayley's booking is absolutely terrible. That notwithstanding, the rest of Raw, if you're just going to book like 2-3 minute segments with Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil, they have a decent storyline. They have something that could be built into something more, but they don't give them a chance. They only feature them really briefly on Raw. And if you didn't check out this last episode of Pop, I said the Cruiserweight division should move to NXT, because I think it'd get more exposure there. Number one, get rid of 205 Live. Just make the Cruiserweights part of NXT. And then you can focus more on your Raw superstars rather than just... The Cruiserweight segments almost seem like they're building to 205 Live. It's like, oh, check out the Cruiserweights on 205 Live with this 5-minute match to get the same 4 people involved. It's always Aries, Neville, TJ Perkins, and Gallagher. It's like, there's more to the Cruiserweight division than that. Why are you turning 205 Live into like an episode of Superstars? Why? It's like, the thing I liked about the Attitude Era, not like the sex, not the swearing, not the anything like that, it was the fact that everybody, and I mean everybody on that show mattered. From the ring announcers to the commentators, like they were integral parts of the show. The referees had storylines. I mean, every single person on the show mattered. Not just the main event guys. The main event guys sold the tickets. They were the reason you went. The undercard was also important. I mean, you had great title feuds. The matches weren't as long, which is a shame. I mean, we're in a better in-ring work time now than we were in the Attitude Era, but if they made everybody important now, I think the product could thrive and be as popular as it was in the Attitude Era. Look at NXT. I mean, you put solid storylines, you make everybody matter on the show, you have a great in-ring product. I mean, NXT really is the top brand, if you want to call it that, in WWE right now. And I don't get why... I had a phone call come in, sorry. I don't get why nobody sees this. And yes, booking a show is hard. I'm going to say it right now. For anybody who's like, oh, I can book the show. I've tried booking an indie show before. It was only like a short show for like a church, but it was very difficult to like get everybody on the same page. So I understand that part of it. Like, booking a show is very hard to do. But when it's these guys' jobs and they get paid lots of money to like come up with this stuff, it's come on. Get it together. Make a solid show. Make it enjoyable from start to finish. Don't have any throwaway segments. No segment should be a throwaway. Everything should be integral to moving the story forward. Everything. Even the like little 5-minute matches you have, that should build to something else, not just to fill time. There shouldn't be anything called a filler segment. There shouldn't be filler segments. If you need to fill time, fill it with a match. Fill it with a match you already have booked and just give extra time to the match. Don't fill segments just for the sake of doing them. Make everything count. That's my rant. Next week and on Sunday for the review show, I'll be better. But I just had to get that rant out. Sorry for the political rant earlier. I'm just tired of that in general. But next week, I'll be better. Send in your questions. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PA Sensation. You can send messages to me on Facebook. Again, I don't friend request or accept friends if I don't know you. But next week, I'll be better. And if you enjoyed this, fine. Maybe I'll do more of these episodes. But the fact of the matter is, I just wanted to be real with you guys. I just wanted to get that off my chest. And we'll see you next time for TSE, and I'll see you for the review show for Extreme Rules this Sunday night. See you guys.